don't mind the hot mess that I am. I'm in a jumper. I've taken off my original foundation. It's been a long day and I'm ill. I'm so ill. Like, the flu that's been going around in the UK, give me strength. It is so bad. So I'm going to be trying out the Total Control Drop Foundation from NYX, and I actually got colour matched in this one, and apparently I am TCDF07. Grr. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. I thought they were actual name shades, not numbers. Oh, okay, so I'm shade Natural. So I'm just going to read a little bit about the foundation. Sorry, I cannot get over how Sherlock. But let's just see. So it says, sheer to full, your ideal coverage is just drops away from our new Total Control Drop Foundation. Fine tune this velvety matte foundation with the included dropper. Simply adjust the number of drops until you create the look you're feeling today. Okay. One more coverage, add more drops. Buff expertly using the Total Control Drop Foundation brush for seriously smooth finish. So I'm gonna do it with a beauty blender and a brush just to see the difference. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I'm just gonna open it. As you can see, I haven't opened it. I haven't even opened it. I've been waiting to use this foundation for so long, like just butcher it completely, because yeah, I was just so interested to see what it's like. Oh my god, it's tiny. Like, if I compare that to an all-nighter foundation, that's so small. How many mil do you get in that? 13 mil? You only get 13 mil. Your normal foundation is 30. This is 13 mil. What? I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check how much this foundation was, because I got it a couple of weeks ago. I've been obviously waiting to use it. This foundation is £14, so that's like pretty much £1 a mil, like just over £1 a mil. Okay, NYX. Why only 13 mil? They have 12 shades on the website, so I'm 7 shades in, so I'm not the lightest one, so I'm 7 shades in. And Natural is a neutral undertone, which is fair enough, because like I'm not like really yellow, but I'm not really pink. I don't know if you can see from my neck, but I look more yellow there, but then I'm pink there. And then on my face, like I'm naturally quite like neutral, like fair undertone. So yeah, I'm gonna prime with, what shall I prime with? I'm just gonna use my MK Optical Illusion. Yeah, so it's sheer to full and it says shake well. This doesn't look weird or anything right now. Oh my god, ignore my hands. I haven't got any fake nails on. And then it just has the drop foundation. Looks pretty cool. So I'm going to do this side of my face with a brush. I'm going to use the Real Techniques cheek brush. I've actually been liking using this, and I'm going to pop this onto the actual brush. Actually, it's probably not a good idea. I'll just put it onto the back of my hand. I'm just going to do 1 syringe full. Oh, it's runny. It's so runny. Okay, right. Let's just, oh, a mirror would be good. Let's just see how this goes on. I don't know, with the Real Techniques brush, I never use brushes like this in foundation. I always use my optical blurring one, but I don't know why. Recently, I've just been really liking using this brush and like patting it in and then just full on blending it as well. To be fair, I didn't actually do drops. I just did the full like syringe full. I just loaded up and did the full syringe. So I'm guessing if you do it that way, then yeah, I'd say it's like medium going on to full coverage. And it says it dries down matte, so I'm hoping it does dry down matte. kind of has a little bit of a glow to it, but I'll give it a fair chance, and we can look back at this side once I've applied the other side of my beauty blender. So far looking at it, it feels a little bit greasy. Yeah, it just feels a tad bit greasy on my skin. Bring it down to my neck. I don't know if it has any oils in it and anything. Oh, that's a good thing. I'm going to check the ingredients on it as well. So you can see, it just covered quite a lot. Like, it's covered my redness. And now I'm going to try it with my beauty blender, and I'm going to try it with my beauty blender dry. And I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 drops and see what it gives us with 3 drops. I can already see straight away it's giving me light coverage with 3 drops. Like, I can't even do the rest of my face with 3 drops because there's nothing left to like move around. So let's do 1, 2, another 3. I think if you're doing it by drop measurements, then you're going to get shade coverage. If you're loading the whole syringe up and then applying it onto the skin, then you're going to get like medium. Oh my god, cold, go away. You're going to get like medium. I'd say if you do half the syringe, you're going to get medium. If you do the whole syringe, you're going to get full. And then obviously if you're just doing it by like measurements of drops, like if you're doing 3 drops, then you're going to get light coverage. Yeah, so this is light coverage and this is obviously full. So I'm just going to do half of the syringe. So I'd say it's about 6 drops. And then that's going to build it up just a little bit more. I am finding that the brush actually gave me a little bit more coverage than the sponge. I'm just going to apply a little bit more on. I'm just going to carry on. Sorry, I'm just going to carry on with the brush because I preferred the application with the brush so much more. So I'm going to carry on with the brush and do it that way. I just feel like it dispersed the product a lot better. I don't think it's how, but like the colour is a little bit darker, but I prefer my foundations to be darker. I just bring them all the way down to my neck so that it's a lie basically, because I'm actually this pale, but you'd never know because I'm wearing a jumper. I don't know, like it transfers a little bit when I touch it. So I don't think it dries down to like a true full matte finish. Because it still does transfer a little bit. So I feel like I'm definitely going to have to set this with a powder. Because it does feel a little bit oily on me. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. And then I'll come back and I'll let you know how the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation worked with the rest of my products. So I've put the rest of my makeup on. So what I've done is I've put on some powder, and I did find once I put the powder on it mattified me as much as I wanted to be, because I did feel like it wasn't matte enough for me. It did dry down to matte, but I could still feel the texture of the foundation, and I did find it transferred a little bit. So just by applying a bit of powder, it sorted it out straight away. What I did tell as well is when I was applying the powder, it did kind of like take away the foundation a little bit. I don't know whether that's because I didn't leave it long enough to set, or it's just because the foundation is quite like a watery consistency, so it is easily moved around. But I have sorted it out and it looks fine. My bronze went on nicely, and so did my highlighter. so I have no problems with them. I think the foundation coverage wise is really nice. Obviously it is definitely buildable. It's a buildable foundation, so you can wear it quite sheer, you can wear it quite full, which is really nice because I think obviously you want a nice alternative. I do feel like if you're going to be wearing this full coverage every day, you're only getting 13mm, so I don't know if that's going to be cost effective in the long run. But obviously I think the main purpose, I've got an itch. I think the main purpose of this foundation is that you can have the alternative to wear it sheer or full. So I guess if you are wearing anything in between, maybe the 13mm wouldn't affect you in the long run. But personally for me, I like full coverage, so I don't think this foundation bottle would last me a long time, and if this is my everyday foundation, I might find that I'm having to buy it quite quickly. Use standard milk foundation. But I think this foundation is really nice. Like, the texture is really nice. It doesn't look thick or cakey on the skin. Like, it's quite like a water kind of consistency foundation, which is perfect for any drier skin types, or maybe even an older skin type that's probably worried about their foundation sitting in any fine lines, or maybe if you have like textured skin as well. I don't think this foundation is going to sit in any of the lines. It's not thick, even more than probably 1 or 2 whole syringes full. I don't think this foundation is going to cake up and look heavy on the face. It has quite a thin texture to it, and it does look quite flawless on the skin. It definitely looks very like natural texture, but it covers a lot, which is really nice about the foundation. So I'd say my overall thoughts on the foundation is that it does what it says. It's buildable. You can wear it sheer, you can wear it full. So I think it's nice for days if you don't want to wear too much, or you don't want to look like you've got that much foundation on. You want to look like your skin's quite natural. I think just maybe 3 pumps of this, 3 or 4 pumps for the whole face would do you quite nicely, for like maybe like if you're going to the gym, or you just don't want to really wear that much but you want to cover. And then obviously the good size to it is that it is a matte finish. I personally prefer the finish with it with a powder on top, but if you do want a little slight bit of a glow, I'd probably say don't powder. It does dry down to matte, but I still have a little bit of a glow. I don't know if that's just because of the temperature of my skin, or if it's just because obviously I have more of an oily skin type that my natural O's do show through a little bit, but a little bit of powder has set it down completely matte. And then obviously popping the powder on, it did separate a little bit, but I think that's just because it is quite a thin foundation and it doesn't set down extremely matte, which is nice if you like quite a movable foundation. So my overall thoughts on the foundation is that I really do like it. I do feel like I'm going to have to use it a few more times to get used to it and find what works best with it. But it is applied really nicely. It says what it has, really. You can build it up from sheer to full, and you could probably even do medium coverage with it as well. And yeah, I think it'd be perfect for anyone that's worried about it sitting in any fine lines, and definitely for maybe even a dry skin type that likes a matte finish. Thank you so much for watching my first impressions on the Total Control NYX coverage foundation, and give it a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.